German language version of Heroes from David Bowie and retitled Helden. Tonight on the J Files, Richard Kingsmill with you. Now, the quiz is coming up later on tonight, so all those Bowie aficionados out there, 1-800-021-060 is the qualifying number to ring right now. Naomi has some trusty questions that you have to pass in order to qualify to be in tonight's quiz. So 1-800-021-060. Just quickly, we'll go back through them. Heroes at number 1 in the high five. Number 2 was Ziggy Stardust. Number 3, Changes. Number 4, Space Oddity. And at number 5, Station to Station. So, David, what did you reckon of that high five?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. It could have been better, though.
How could it have been better? A bit predictable, you thought?
Yeah, it was a bit mainstream. I suppose I'm more of an obscure Bowie fan. I like more obscure tracks like Andy Warhol, Queen Bitch, stuff like that. So, but I like to see Station and Station in there because that was my favourite song, favourite album. So it was good to see that at number 5.
There were so many songs voted for by people. I've got like pages and pages of David Bowie songs here, and although Heroes was way out in front, it was so close between some of the others. Like, you know, there was Rebel that was close behind. Aladdin Sane just missed out.
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Suicide as well.
I imagine Golden Years would have been up there as well.
Surprisingly not. Can you? I can't understand that either. It got like 1 or 2 votes only.
That all?
You can't figure it. You just can't. Sometimes you just can't predict it. I also, I agree with you. I didn't think it was going to be sort of as straight ahead as maybe Changes, Ziggy Stardust, Space Oddity, but, you know, there you go.
Yeah, well, it takes all sorts, really.
Yeah. Now, listen, David, you're from the David Bowie fan club here in Australia, but what we're going to do is try to get a better phone line for you at the moment because it sounds like you're in a tin can.
Sure.
So you hang on the line there. We'll give you a buzz back, but we'll play a song for you in the meantime, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, keep swinging.
Yep.
Files tonight on Triple J from the Lodger album, Boys Keep Swinging, from David Bowie. Now, David, how are we doing now?
Much better, actually, yeah.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah.
Are my ears still on my face? Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. Now, you're the guy who's put together a fan club here in Australia. How long have you been a fan of David Bowie's?
Well, actually, that song, Boys Keep Swinging, that's my favourite one. And back in, just before Christmas in 92, I saw Rage one night, and they had a Bowie special, and I saw the Boys Keep Swinging clip, and when he came out in Triple Drag, it was just, I'd never seen anything like it before, and it's been almost 4 years now, and then last year I thought, oh, why not start up a fan club? So that's what I did.
Okay, so you're a relatively newcomer, only the last 5 years or so.
Yeah, well, I'm only 19 years old, which is pretty young for a Bowie fan, an obsessed Bowie fan at that. But yeah, so it's been a year now since we've been going.
How's it going?
Quite good, actually. We're getting a lot of interest in the last few months, particularly with the chart success from Hello Space Boy. It only got to the top 30 or 36 or something like that, but with a bit of success from that, we got a lot of members coming through, like, interested for the first time and whatnot, so it's been good.
Yeah, you were saying before that when you were looking for fan clubs around the world, that you were surprised to find not one here in Australia, but only a couple in England.
Yeah, well, that's right. There was like, I thought there would have been plenty all over England, Switzerland, Japan, countries where he's big, but there was only a couple in England, and I think there was one or two in America, and that was about it that I could find, and I was even more shocked when there wasn't any in Australia whatsoever.
That's surprising. That's real surprising.
Yeah, it is.
We were posing the question earlier this afternoon, has David Bowie made a decent song since 1983?
He has actually. He's had plenty of good songs in my opinion.
Name three.
Hello Space Boy, the album version from Outside's one. There's another one called The Buddha of Suburbia from a BBC serial soundtrack he did about 3 years ago now. I didn't get mainstream release, but it's such a fine soundtrack, and you can still find it in some shops on import, so it's definitely worth chasing up the soundtrack for that one.
Yeah, one more.
And the other one is a song he covered, a Scott Walker song on Black Tie White Noise called Night Flights. It's good enough to have even been his own, but that's up there as well.
Okay, all right, that one passes. A cover version, but it still passes.
Yep.
I really liked, what was that instrumental from Black Tie White Noise, Palace Athena?
Yep.
I thought that was wonderful. He plays some wonderful sax on that.
Yeah, he does some really good work. There's a lot. He's been doing a lot of instrumental work lately, which is a good thing too, and he's still got it, really.
You think so? Okay. Do you think he's going to come back? Do you think he could ever make an album like, well, not necessarily like Let's Dance, but as hugely successful as Let's Dance?
I don't think he's ever going to do that again, because the latest single on the internet he's got, Telling Lies, it's very much a jungle track, so he's changed musical directions again. And
it's a jungle track?
Yeah, jungle music, and there's been some jungle DJs who have remixed it for the 12-inch issue that came out.
Okay. We actually were trying to get it down off the net, because when's it coming out in the shops?
It's not. I was lucky enough to get a copy from his management in England, a 12-inch with the remixes on it. So it's not actually coming out as a single on CD format or anything like that. So it's just on the internet only. And there was a few copies that were floating around on 12-inch with DJs in England. So I was lucky enough to score a copy. Oh,
lucky you. We were actually trying to load it down off the net, and I think we had some problems with it, but maybe we might be able to do it before the J Files tonight and whack it on the radio. Just a taste of it anyway, because it was taking something like 3 days to load down.
Yep.
There was a lot of information there. Yeah. Now, we should let people know that there is a website for the fan club.
There is, but we're in between websites at the moment, so we can't be contacted on the web, so it's a bit of a shame. But
do you know the future address?
No, we don't even know that at this stage.
Just go searching for Bowie.
Yeah, just go searching for Bowie. You'll find us eventually, hopefully.
All right, terrific, David. You also hold Bowie nights regularly in Brisbane. Is there another one coming up soon?
Yes, we do. We've got one on November 16 in Brizzy. It's at the Treasury Hotel on the corner of Elizabeth and George Street. So it starts around 9 o'clock. It's actually, there's a club there already called Black Sunshine, and we're holding it in conjunction with them. So it's a regular club. It's a bit of a gothic club. So it's going to be a Bowie night on November 16.
November 16?
Yep.
The Treasury Hotel?
Yep, that's it.
In Brizzy?
Not a problem.
All right. Well, look, you have fun there.
Yep.
Do you dress up?
Sure.
Which period?
Station to station period. I love the...
Oh, come on. Don't you go all the way? Not the Ziggy Stardust? Don't you?
No, I haven't got the figure for Ziggy Stardust. Station to station's more my go.
I don't care about your figure. I want the hair.
The hair is very much Thin White Duke, so I've even got the blonde streaks at the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The more subtle look.
Yep, definitely.
The look you won't get beaten up walking home with.
That's definitely it. I don't think the Ziggy Stardust look would go down to walking around Brisbane at night.
I'm not game to try it either. All right, David, good luck with the fan club in the future. Thanks for chatting with us.
No worries. Before I go, if I could just give some information about the address to get in hold of us.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
I'm so high-tech these days, I completely forget that people are without, access to the net.
Yeah, you can actually post us as well, so if anyone out there...
Does that mean picking up a pen and writing?
Sorry?
No, don't worry. Go on, what's the address?
Yeah. It's Post Office Box 692, Springwood, Queensland, 4127. So if anyone wants to join up, just drop us a line. It's $8 a year membership, so if you want to send a cheque or money order with your personal details and things like that, and we'll get back to you and send you some information and newsletters and things like that.
Okay, great. We've jotted that address down, so if anyone missed it, they can ring up during the J Files tonight and find out.
That's good.
Now, David, you can't be part of the quiz, okay, so don't ring up later.
No, that's all right.
We'll detect you.
No worries.
All right. Thanks, David.
Thanks a lot.
David
Bye.
Newman there from the David Bowie Fan Club in Australia.